Hi folks, welcome back to Thornton Farm. I do hope your day has gone well. As I said last time, some of these will be post-dated because we're away on holiday with some friends. So you'll see these before I get back, and you'll see some of them before I'll have recorded most of these before you've seen them, next 2 or 3 episodes I think. So we are where we are. My sister is about to begin this contract, and when she does, create a job. Once she's done this job and I've done the job I'm about to do, then in actual fact we could well be in a position, 2 headlands, well be in a position to actually pay off the bank, which will be absolutely fantastic. Right, so close that, and she should now be well on her way. Yeah, she's going somewhere else, but we're not worried about that. And in the meantime, we'll get on with this one. So we are 9:14 in the morning. Oh, one big shout out to Crazy Gaming UK. My thanks to you for sharing one of my videos. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you very much. Always good to know the series is being appreciated. I'm loving it. It's, I said that to one of my viewers the other day. My apologies, I can't remember who it was who I said it to, but yeah, it's right up my street. And like I said, once we get the 200,000 paid back, it's not like that's the end of it. We will try and kind of establish ourselves. I'll get to a point where I know it's time to kind of have a change. I've not yet got anything else in the pipeline. I'm just trying to kind of get this to the money situation, and then and see where we are. Go around some headlands, I think, give ourselves some turning space. Yeah, missing a little tiny bit on the headland, but I'm not worried about that too much. Try and keep in flow with everything else. So I'm recording this on a Friday. Friday the 27th it is. It's been a really nice day today. I wasn't going to go in fishing, but there was a bit of a wind chill factor. Where we fish, it's very exposed. And when the wind blows up that way, you really do feel it. So sadly, my last chance of a fishing trip before the winter sets in, well, before the autumn winds set in, afraid has gone past now. I'm getting too old to sitting out, and one time, want to bother me, I'd sit on a t-shirt all night. After how cold it got, I'd still stick at fishing. I once saw a photograph on Facebook, I think it was. I sent it to my daughter who goes fishing with me from time to time, and it showed a skeleton sat in a deck chair with a fishing rod in its hand, and underneath it said, "I'm just waiting for one more bite." Sometimes that's about sums me up when I'm out there. Just think, one more fish, one more catch. Don't know how far my sister is into her job. Whoops. Meant to do that. Oh yeah, do you know this? You see this thing on the back, this thing called a cultivator? What you have to do is you have to lower it. If you've not learnt that yet, that's my tip for the day. Lower the cultivator when you set off down the field, otherwise it doesn't cultivate. The contract. Oh, she's 56% done. Well done, sister. Has it gone down? Yes, it has. I must just not have caught the buttons right again. I should have plenty of time to go and get some munchies for my good lady now. It's her birthday yesterday. She's now the same age as me, bar a few months. Hope you're coming round you go. We will eventually put another headland across the top. Bottom's not too bad because there's a really big apron down there. It's not too bad. Next time we come up, we'll put another one in here. Yes, it's down. That's good. Goes quite fast, this. This Discaro works at a good pace. And the Fiat, keep saying Fiat, Renault can manage it. So obviously once we pay this loan off, we won't, there won't be a lot of money to play with, but that won't matter too much. We will have to do some contracts to keep on top of things, but everything we make will be ours then. There won't be the bank breathing down our neck looking for its cut. No more interest payments and all that jazz. And of course what I can do is I can also then put lease to own in, because I've taken it out at the moment because of where we were in the story, but now we're at a stage where we can borrow money again. If I put the lease to own mod back in, that means things that we lease, we can do it on what we call hire purchase, which is where you hire a vehicle, keep paying for it until you paid it off, and then if you have enough money you can pay it off yourself. With the kind of money we're making, I should think that pretty soon we'll be in a good place to make a lot more money. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to empty all the slurry and manure again, so then we can make... Oops, I caught the hide worker button then. Don't do that. Is that still me? Yeah, that's still me. Whew, don't do that. Can't afford to do that. Is she still going? Yeah, she is. Still whacking away through that liming job. So I was watching a programme on UK TV the other night called The 12, and it's a second series now, and it's about jewellery in Australia. It's people who are on, and all about how their lives kind of change and what's going on in their lives and all that. I'm not going to spoil the plot, but there was in one episode there was a piece of music by a group. I think they're called the Nor'easters. I can't say it any more than that. I perhaps should have written it down so I remembered. But they're an a cappella group, and they do a song in this actual series called Creek. Not the creek or a creek, but just simply Creek. And it's absolutely amazing. It's one of those pieces of music that for me, I always say this, it kind of gets right through to my marrow. Put headphones on and just swim in the music. It's amazing. Anyway, I know music's very subjective and some think, oh, not my thing. That's fine. But the Nor'easters and Creek, look on YouTube. I might, if I remember, what I could do is I'll put a link down below. How's that? There you go. That's kind of me, isn't it? These will of course be post dated, so I will probably, as I say, still pick up comments from you whilst I'm away on holiday. Oh, my youngest daughter, when she came over from Germany, here's an interesting story for you. They rented an Airbnb in London, and when they got to this Airbnb, the apartment was in a right mess. There was half-eaten food left on plates. The kitchen just had rubbish all over it and all the rest of it. So they contacted the guy who owned the Airbnb, who rented it to them, and he said, well, you know, it should have been cleaned. There's somebody had left. I think they arrived on the Saturday, and in actual fact the last person to have it was on the Thursday. So lo and behold, he kind of said, well, let me have a word with my cleaner. So he rang his cleaner and tore a strip off his cleaner apparently for not cleaning the place. She claimed she'd done it. So he said, well, he said to my daughter, well, I'll come round and I'll, you know, sort it out, and then you can kind of enjoy your holidays. So he went round and like he agreed with her. He said, no, this is not how it should have been done. She says she's cleaned it, but clearly this is not clean. So, oh, my sister's finished. I missed that. So anyway, they obviously he was kind of churning all the time, and obviously not very happy about what his cleaner had done. But then my daughter discovered a luggage label that showed that somebody had been in the property on the Friday, I think, before they'd gone in. So somebody else had been in this Airbnb without his knowledge and left it in the right state. And he hadn't a clue who it was. His cleaner had cleaned it on the Thursday. It was all left spick and span. And lo and behold, somebody else had been and used his Airbnb. So how that came about, they don't know. Anyway, he knocked some money off for the inconvenience. And probably had to eat a lot of humble pie with his cleaner. But there you go, life's full of interesting stories. And they're home from Germany again at Christmas. Woohoo! So it must be a good way through this now. It's going to take us a fair while. I'm not going to do it all on screen, so... I know I don't normally do this, but I'm just going to check where we're up to. 35%. So we're doing okay. So yeah, even when we pay the loan off, like I said, we won't have a lot of money in the bank. We'll probably have less money than when we started. But if I shift the manure and shift the slurry, then hopefully we should be okay. If the go-to mod worked on this map, I'd get my sister back to the farm and get her start carting that stuff off, but it didn't work. You can probably set it with course player, but that's probably going to take me more time than my brain cells to work for. Oh, come on, don't miss bits. Don't miss bits. Do a proper job. Just a tiny little bit there. I think a stone got caught in one of the... in one of their discs, caused it not to operate properly. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Fly away, birdies, don't get squished. But what we'll do, folks, we'll get the main bulk of this cracked off, and we will then see you in a mo. The screen has just told us we are 90% done. My sister completed her contract and has now driven back to the shop, dropped the stuff off and gone back to the farm. But we haven't collected that money yet. Just been too busy. So hopefully she's in touch with them now to get that done. Let's have a look. Yes, collect that please. Thank you. £199,692. Woohoo! Wouldn't it feel good for them when they can pay the bank off and they own the farm again? I'm chatting with my dad. I'm now kind of becoming a sleeping partner. Or a silent partner, whichever way you want to call it. So I'm now going to run this with my sister. My dad's going to... because theirs is quite a profitable setup. They're going to hire somebody else to fill my gap, as it were. Hopefully that means my wife and I'll relocate to here. And we'll run this between us. Shouldn't be that far off now. Then we can pop this back in the yard. And it's finished. Fold it up. So it's all nicely clicked into place. There it goes, it's done. The wheels have stopped spinning. Lovely. Look at the detail on those tyres. I know. I would love, absolutely love, to be able to do mods, make maps. If I had the money, I'd pay somebody to show me how to do it. I know there's videos, but they're not. It doesn't always answer the questions. There's sometimes questions I've got about mod maps that I just can't answer for myself, and the YouTube videos don't seem that clear sometimes. They might assume a lot of knowledge, is what I would say. It's, like I said, I did start my own map once. I actually got to a point where I put all the buildings in. I actually managed to get a field that functioned, so I could go and plough it, cultivate it, fertilise and seed it. So, you know, I just realised how long it all takes, the hours that go into it. And then, because there's so, you know, sometimes people moan. I sometimes kind of say it doesn't work just how I want it to, but you get people who actually moan about the way map, and I think, hang on, these people do it free of charge. Do you know what I mean? It's a hobby. Right, should start reversing up. Whoops, sorry, I knocked my make then. Just take the reverse speed down so that we can squeeze it into there easy enough. And I got discharged from the hospital. I don't know if I told you that, but the physio, when I saw them this week, said, right, you carry on the exercises, see how you go on. It's still very painful, but I can do more stuff myself now. One time, you know, 3 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to do. I can even wipe my own derriere now. There you go. You didn't need to know that, really, did you? Right, anyway, on with the show. Let's take that money. Collect us. Where are we now? 3,835 for that. So we've got 203,000. So we now need to go to the bank. Or my sister does. So she's going to the bank and she's going to tell them we're going to transfer the money. Sorry about the clicking. Just working out the figures. Not how much we're going to be left with. 3,000. Look at that. But we owe out. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go to tomorrow. So we brought you in a bit later. 1 minute past 9. 1,526 for sold milch. Let's have a look what else we got up. What else we got on incomes is. Yeah, so sold products, we're doing about 1,900. That's on the, what do you call it, honey and strawberries. They're doing all right. Milk, top 3,000. It's dropped a bit again this month. Don't know why that is. They're well fed. So we'll go and move the honey. Ooh, snow. Hoo-hoo. So we're not going to be doing any contracts there unless that, depends when the weather changes. Depends when the weather changes. Oops, wrong one. You want that one. Ooh, 12 o'clock. Is there any more snow coming after? Oh no, so certainly won't be doing any baling. There are baling contracts, but I don't think we'll be doing baling in this weather. Definitely newt. Oof. Oh look. That's what we like. That can go in there. Another nearly full one. £402. Huh? Well, you see, it's all our money now. What I'll probably have to do off screen is shift some of that manure and slurry. Let's go and see what we've got. We can put that, being winter now, we can put that into the... Oh, I know what I've got in there because I can look on the... Wow, look at this weather. Beautiful. So look, we've got in the poop and thing, and we've got 23,000 litres. Wow, yeah, we'll shift some of that off screen. And slurry, 25,000 litres. Yeah, so that'll bring us in some money. So, folks, slightly shorter episode, but I really wanted to kind of, before I went on holidays, you'll see this after I've gone on holiday, but I wanted to get that done so that we could now move the business on to the next step. So, thanks for dropping in. Do all the YouTube stuff, and we will catch you later.